Hello, Asim. This is Ahmed, and I am doing a quick. Sorry, I've been very busy lately with businesses, which is why it took so long. But it's okay right now. I'm able to do this, so from now it will be more regular. But I just had to take care of something. But anyway, finally here, you can see. So I was going through this, and I just noted a couple of things. First of all, generally, I think you have a good idea of how to do this because most of these are correct that I've looked at them. You have the right idea. The goal is to, you know, anything that you think we can contact that's related and all those reasons I gave, a suitable site has articles, blog section somewhere we could propose our article for. It's somewhat related, you know, that's just a great combo. And then what we do is we basically, you know, we can can't seem to modify this apparently. Okay, so let me just start this again. But close this, close this, close this, open this. Okay, so basically, yeah. So you have the right idea. You're putting them in the right sort of. You're filtering them correctly, except some of them I don't think are correct. So this one, for example, uh, you put this one as red, but I mean, I don't see why we can't contact them. Maybe, yeah, give me a reason why you think we can't contact these guys about salt lamps. And yeah, then I said like 90% of these are correct, but some of them aren't correct, but 90% are. So, for example, the other one that was a bit strange is if we just go. I don't know why this isn't loading properly. This is very annoying. Scroll down. Oh my god, I can't see it anything here. Okay, so I can't see it. But if you go into your one, if you go to number 75, you'll see row 75, you'll see uh, a website called blog.tsheets.com. That one you've marked as normal, acceptable. But when I went to it, I don't see how we can really uh, how we can really so the website is this one. If you go to row 75, which you can't see because of that error in my Excel, but this one here, you put this as acceptable. Uh, but if I go through here, it says the time tracking blog, and this hold on to your workers, candidate experience, the game no employee wants to play, employment work, lifetime, technologies, Canadian business, future, pay and benefits. So this is not related to salt lamps at all. So I don't know why you put this as, um, you know, um acceptable. So please give me a reason for why you put this one as acceptable, and for the men's journal one, why you put that one as unacceptable. Because I don't know if you're actually going through them one by one and looking at them, or you just putting something. But I mean, it's very important to put it in the right sort of category. So please look at them one by one and then only then put it. And if you're not sure, just leave a question mark. So from now on, I want you to do three things. The ones you're 100% sure that we can contact, you leave them as they are. The ones you're 100% sure we can't contact, like 9news.com on the top here, definitely we can't contact. These are all correct. 90% of them are correct, but the remaining 10%, I think maybe 10, 5%, I don't know, but some of them definitely are mixed up. So anyone that you're not sure on, put a question mark. But yeah, otherwise, give me reasons for why those ones have been selected the way they have. Otherwise, it looks pretty alright. Let me just see this. Yep. Okay, yeah. So the thing is, yeah. So that's the only thing really. Put a question mark to next to the ones you're not sure about, so I can manually go and check them myself. And the other last thing I wanted to show you is um, something to keep in something to keep in your mind, basically. So we have a website here called in the list. You can't see it here, but it's called what was it called? Runner something. Runners. The runner something. runnersconnect.net. So we have a blog here called runnersconnect.net. So you go to the blog here and you put this one as acceptable, and yeah, I guess this one can be because it's related to health. So yeah, this one is acceptable, especially because they have. But you see that their articles are actually related to running. Then they have some ones for recipes in it. So it is contactable, but it's not a very direct one. So we have to be extra careful how we categorize this. So like, will we put this in nutrition or health or what? Well, if we put it in health, right? Think about it. If we put it in health, all of their articles are about running. So what do salt lamps are related? How can salt lamps be related to running? Not very easily, right? It doesn't seem like in their articles they're writing things like, I'll show you. They're writing things like how to race faster, running injuries, master running, marathon running, right? And then they might have something like how to prepare for a run, how to do this for a run, how to do that for a run, right? So in that, can you imagine an article in the middle saying why salt lamps are healthy for you? So you can't, right? So in this case, we won't approach them from a health perspective, but we categorize this as nutrition because they also have articles on nutrition. So we can just, but if we categorize them as nutrition, we can say we have a great recipe that uses Himalayan salt or something, right? And that can still be acceptable and fitable inside this, but we cannot approach them from like we could do a similar kind of thing like this maybe, right? But we can't really talk to them about running a running article. So just yeah, so the point of this I'm trying to explain is just think about when you are putting the categories in this, when you're choosing from the different categories. You can't move this sheet, but you have it in your sheet. Yeah, just think about the end goal and which one you're gonna categorize it. Okay. Remember that the way that I contact these people is I have like 10 or 12 preset email sequences and each one is targeted to a specific kind of niche topic. So they're targeted to nutrition sites, yoga sites, massage sites, health sites, and they talk about things in a way that's related to that topic. So if something in here doesn't clearly fit one of those topics, you know, try to make it to the closest fit that can connect with our own store. How is it possible that it can logically make sense? And that's pretty much it. Apart from that, it's pretty good, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So now I'll ask you to just continue doing the remaining steps. You put the yes and no in a separate one, combine that. So in the same one that you have highlighted red or white, or the yes and no ones, or I think what you did is you put all the ones that were acceptable into a new sheet that is then you did the yes and no, right? Okay, okay, that's what you did. Okay, that's fine. So do that, but now also put in the categories. And in the new sheet, you only have three categories, but you should have like more than that. What went wrong here? Let me see. Yeah, so if you go to the original sheet, the one I said list for preparation, stream 5, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 categories. So if I close this, if you go to this one here, there's 10 categories. But in this one that you made later, there's only 3 categories. So you need to get those categories, copy them here, and then you have to go through all of these and carefully fit them into the categories. So you did the first part is filtering, the second part is whether or not it has a blog or not, and that's all great, like I'll pay you for all of this, and then add the categories, and then once you have it, use the filtering and the yes, no, blog post, blog only for the yes and no, and then the category filter, add it as a tags for and import them one by one using the filtering like I showed you in the video. And once it's imported, let me know, and then I'll pay you the total sum of that, all of that work. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope this makes sense to you. Okay, bye.